on, my people? Yeah, I'm back at it again. Thankful that I'm able to see another day. God bless me once again. I'm getting a little late start today. Kind of overslept. Yeah, just driving. You get a little exhausted, you get tired. You know, if ever you want to know how tired you are, I'm not saying do it if you know that you're extremely tired, but it's unsafe to drive without the proper rest. It's just as dangerous if you was driving drunk or discombobulated for whatever, reason. You need that rest if you're planning on getting behind the wheel of any vehicle, because in a blink of an eye, you can crash, be in an accident, just drift off. So make sure, when you get behind the wheel of any vehicle, you get your proper rest. Your body will let you know when you really need it. That rest is very important. Because if you don't know, your body will shut down. That body ain't nurtured the right way, it'll let you know by shutting down on you. So you gotta do what's required to keep it generated, keep yourself energized, focused, and well rested. So yeah, another beautiful day. I'm out here on the road. Doing what I do. Driving. Too much. But hey, you gotta make ends meet. And right now, this is my way of making ends meet. Dump truck driver. Today, I want to touch bases on a topic that, I'm totally against, because it's like one of the reasons why, not the sole reason why, but one of the reasons why in our world today, I'm not going to say it's the main, but it is a big factor as to why, things are as chaotic and corruptive as it is. Why we commence the ban and consider it, have a lack of care, and just feel as if the world only revolves around us. Because if that was the case, then a lot of us wouldn't be here if it was all about just self. Because our parents didn't have to give birth to us. If it was about self, they could have just been free with no kids and just living their life to the fullest. So my topic today is the selfishness. And sometimes people don't even realize that they are selfish, that they have these selfish ways, Some do, but some don't. And some just want to, act as if they don't acknowledge or realize that they are selfish. They feel as if you owe them something, you're obligated to do this and that for them, although you do it, and it's like you cripple people because they rely and depend on you to always give them. You know, even when you don't have it to give. They think that, you know, once you done started it, you done started something that you pretty much won't never finish, won't never come to an end. So now when it comes to that time when you can't give them something, they angry, they upset, they disappointed. But the thing is, some of these selfish people is the type that you can give them anything and you can give them the world, and in return you get nothing. So tell me, would you say that that is fair? But because you love, you care, you don't like to see no one in your circle or no one you deal with be in messed up situations. So if you can help in any type of way, and it's not that you look for anything in return, you know, because your intentions may not be cruel intentions. You might not have an ulterior motive. You know, you just have that type of heart that is a giving one, a compassionate one, a considerate one, and you just like to see people, you know, happy, with a smile on their face when they wake up in the morning and when they go to sleep at night, you know? But, like, when you owe someone, you know, they make sure they'll never let you forget that you owe them. But when you owe them, they forget, they walk past you, they make excuses. I mean, they do all type of things under the sun to just show you in so many words that they don't even want to pay you back if it was a loan. They're not thinking about or worrying about the fact that you have things that you have to do and take care of just like them. But when they messed up and they doing bad or they need help and you extend your hand to them, they happy, they thankful at that present moment in time, but at the same time, they forget, you know, because in their eyes and in their mind, they think it's all about self and no one else. And sometimes people think that it's all about only those who are within their circle, meaning like immediate family. And sometimes they exclude other family members. Me, I've never been the type to show favoritism towards any family member. I look at everyone equal. I don't put no one above or no one below no one. You know, in my eyes, look, you my nephew, my niece, my son, my daughter, my uncle, aunt, grandmother, mother, my wife, because my wife is my family, my fiance, girlfriend, you know, that's my family. Her family, my family. I'm not going to treat no one different. That's not what I'm about. That's not the heart that I have. My heart is a heart that I believe in putting everybody on the same page. Same standard, same status. I believe in, look, I'm not going to treat you no different or no better than no one else within the family. I love everybody equal. It ain't no favoritism. It's no favoritism. Although, you know, a lot of us do favor towards our immediate family, you know, but I'm not saying that you're wrong, but I'm just saying that don't turn your back on other family. Don't turn your back on your so-called friends that you're supposed to love and care for. Don't turn your back on your husband, your wife. Don't make them feel as if they are alone. Because, like I spoke about, you know, in one of my previous videos, is that, I mean, it's not all about just you. The world don't just revolve around you. Now, I can understand if you heading in a certain career path and things are swarming you, or negative stuff is trying to invade your day or your space, then that is a different situation, you know. Then you gotta do what you gotta do to keep that negative energy from invading your circle. And that goes for people or whatever. You know, anything, like I said, is not conducive to the betterment of your life or what you're trying to build, then it is hazardous. It's something that you need not to entertain or to invite in your space. That goes for anything, whether it's a man, whether it's a woman, you know, whether it's something that you feel would bring you fortune and fame. I mean, whatever it may be. If it's not for the better, then it's most definitely got to be for the worse. So, yeah, my today is about selfishness, you know, because we sometimes make bad decisions. We make mistakes, but the thing between a mistake and a bad decision is mistake can be corrected. A wrong decision, when it's done, it's done. You can't change it. All that you can do is try to make much more better and wiser decisions from that point on. That's the only thing that you can do. But, you know, a lot of us, we just have those petty hearts. We don't want to let things go. We don't want to just, you know, forgive. Give people, I ain't saying that everybody deserves a chance. I'm speaking of the worthy ones. They need another chance. If you know deep down in your heart a person love, care for you, despite, okay, they may have treated you wrong. They may have did some bad things that you feel you would never forgive a person for. But like I said, we make bad decisions, we make wrong decisions, and we do make mistakes. We are human. We are not perfect. We can feel in our minds and hearts that we are perfect within this life of imperfection, but none of us are perfect. We was born into a world of sin. So therefore, I mean, you go to God to pray and ask for forgiveness. I mean, don't you think that some people deserve a fair opportunity to be forgiven? I know that we'll never forget certain things that happen to us, and I mean, hey, some scars we have for life. But are we going to allow that to pretty much to make things in our life sour, make us just be cold, make us just continue to be petty, and most of all, just draw us to just thinking only about ourselves? If it was only about self, a lot of us wouldn't have the jobs that we have. A lot of us wouldn't be able to do a lot of the things that we are able to do on our own free will if it was selfishness. Because if an employer, a person who has their own business, was selfish and didn't want to give you the opportunity to work for them, to make ends meet, to obtain or to get the things that you need to have to live on a daily basis, then you would not even, hey, you'll be messed up, pretty much. So you got to think of those things when you just think in a selfish way. Think from a selfish perspective. Think that you don't need to treat people the way that you want to be treated. You can't be greedy. You can't just want to take when you got all the time. I mean, I understand if it's a situation where you have, but you have something important that you need to take care of with your income, that is a different story. That is a different story. A person to understand, okay? Yeah, they just got paid or whatever, or they just, you know, got some money from such and such, and I know they got something important to do. You know, I got a few ends, some extra. I mean, it's cool. I look out for them. Now, if I can give it to them and I don't have anything important that I have to take care of, so I need it back, I'll be like, boy, you good. I gives from the kindness of my heart. If I don't tell you that I need it back, then no, it's not alone. It's just me giving it to you, and there's nothing behind it. It's no ulterior motive. That's just the heart that some of us have. And some of us just once was that giving type person, but people that burnt their bridges so much that it drew them into just being like, man, I'm not going to keep giving and giving and giving and giving. It's not that I'm looking to receive, but who is there to help me, to lift me up when I need some assistance, when I need some help, when I need some uplifting? Some people be drawn to feeling like that. And it's unfair, it's unjust. Because if a person is doing this and doing that for someone else, and then there are times of need, they have no one or none of them people that they look out for to turn to help them. Okay, it's understandable you don't always have. But at no times can they ever get anything from you. You tell them lies, you make excuses, rather than just be real and honest, because you feel that you're going to mess up your hand, you're not going to be able to get like you've been getting. Hey, you gotta keep it fair. Like I said, yeah, it is a give and take sometimes. But people don't just give always to receive. A lot do, but you got a lot that ain't even about that type of life. And a selfish life is not the life that I'm about at all. I've never been selfish. I've never been petty. You'll have many, that would say this, they'll say that. That's only because they feel as if they're obligated, and you made them think and feel that way, like you're obligated to always do more than you do for yourself. And when you can't do for somebody that true, that reliance and that dependability, they gonna get upset, they gonna be angry with you, they gonna be ready to break up with you, they gonna, anything of that nature, they can disappoint you every day, all day, but you disappoint them one time, they feel as if you hurt them in the most worst way. But, like I said, people ask for something that they are not yet ready to give. And that all ties into giving all. You can't just be a receiver. You gotta sometimes be a giver. If you receiving love and care, you gotta give love and care. And that was pretty much, what was invading my mind today. Selfishness, We need to stop thinking only of ourselves, y'all. I know sometimes we gotta live our life. It is about getting self in order, right, and in a position where you can even be able to help and to do things for other people. But we have some that's already established, already in position, already doing well and good. But they tight, they petty. But they would come to you in their times of need. And the good heart people, we don't turn our backs. We don't look down. We don't reflect back on when I asked you for this and you told me no. The many times you disappoint me, we don't reflect because that's not the heart we have. Our love supersedes any of those negative vibes, any of those negative things that tries to invade our day every day. If I got 1,500 and you sitting on 5,000, and you came to me and you was like, man, I need to borrow $100. Woo, woo. The type of man that I am, the type of guy that I am, I'll be like, yeah, you can get it. You know? But some, they'll be like, man, you got 5,000, I only got 1,500. You going, come on, son, what you trying to work me? That's what they gonna say, that's the street thing. You trying to work me? What you trying to get? Come on, son. They're gonna be mad, they're gonna be angry, they're gonna be upset. And that can lead to somewhere else if you are not a thinker. If you don't know how to utilize your mind to diffuse situations, even if you feel disrespected, even if you feel as if a person is trying to take advantage, get over on you, I mean, it's a requirement at all times. You got to not only think for you, but you got to think for others as well. That is the way you revolve around diffuse situations in your everyday living. You got to use your head. You got to think. So that was this topic for the day. You know, I'm not saying this to single out anyone, to try to make anyone feel bad. I'm just speaking what is real, the truth that a lot of us have not yet accept. You know, that is why we get angry, we get upset when someone say or tell us something that is true about ourselves. Until you accept the truths about yourself, you're going to always be angry, upset, get mad, take your, blame other people. But we got to accept. We got to accept the truths about ourselves. Then, when you do that, you will feel and you will see that your path will be totally different. You won't get so angry. You won't get as mad. I mean, people won't even really be able to touch you like that. It strengthens your mind to the point that, I mean, you can just hear somebody say the most hateful and worst thing, and you brush it off your shoulder. I mean, that's when you accept those truths and you realize that you got to think for other people. Because if you don't, you'll find yourself in bad situations every day. Every day. So you can't be selfish. It is about self, but it ain't all about self. And with that, I'm out. I'm gonna conclude. I get back at y'all. I gotta work. Yeah, I'm a little late, but hey, I'm still gonna be there, and I'm gonna get my paper. So I'll see y'all at a later time of the day. I might get back at y'all today. I don't know. I might give y'all a break. But y'all enjoy y'all day. Peace. I'm out.